Okay, I'm sitting here with Seane Korn from Off the Mat into the World. Hi, Seane.
Hi.
We're here at the DNC at the Huffington Post Oasis. And Seane, I would love for you to talk to me about Yoga Votes. What is it?
Yoga Votes is a campaign that we've initiated to try to drive voter registration at the 2012 election. It's a nonpartisan effort. We're not trying to tell people who to vote for. It is simply encouraging folks not to be apathetic about this or any election, whether it's local or national, and to recognize the power of one's own vote as well as voice, and to begin to explore perhaps the intersection between yoga and politics, and the understanding that anything that impacts us as national citizens or global family is indeed, of course, yoga. If it affects our health, our education, our wellness on any level, especially our peace, then it's something that we as a community must be willing to at least engage in the conversation and recognize that we perhaps as individuals have more power than we've been allowing ourselves space to even consider. And so we wanted to begin the conversation, and this year is really about listening. We're listening to the community. Who are the Republicans within the yoga community, the Democrats, the Tea Partiers, who are the people who are apathetic and why? What are the values within the yoga community, and regardless of political affiliation or religious affiliation, is there a through line that connects all of us? Are there certain issues that seem consistently to come up amongst yogis that also have a tie into certain policy? And so this year is really about collecting data and information and trying to understand who are we, and who knows, maybe one day the yoga community can be considered a voting bloc. Maybe instead of it being a community, it actually is considered a constituency. If we are consistently voting on a local level, based on our values, let's say we on a local level are demanding organic food or urban farms, and we start to elect officials who are committed to that. I would imagine eventually our more national leaders or policymakers are going to start to notice that there seems to be a trend, and perhaps start to sway policy to suit the needs of the community. Will this happen? Don't know. I know it can't happen unless we at least initiate a conversation and a campaign that starts some dialogue, and that's what Yoga Votes is about. And so far we've had a lot of support and interest, and we've also had a lot of pushback. I get that there's people that do not believe that there is an intersection between yoga and politics, and I understand that. But this is not about bringing politics into yoga, it's about bringing yoga into politics, and perhaps that level of mindfulness might allow for a conversation politically that includes all beings everywhere as unified.
And how large is the collective? How many yogis are there? How large of a constituency could the yogis be if we can motivate them?
Statistically, with the data that we've been given, and there's not that much out there, unfortunately, but they say there's about 20 million yogis in the United States practicing, and that it's a $5+ billion industry per year. And that's a lot of money.
That's significant.
And that's a lot of people. Apparently, statistically, it's a community that is educated, that do vote, that do pay taxes, and that are altruistic. There's a lot of power in that. And it's also a community that cares about social responsibility, social justice, civic engagement, and we're just not organized. And I'd like to see us get more organized based on some of these values of compassion and inclusivity and celebration of diversity and equality, sustainability, and of course peace. Those are values I think most of us can get behind.
Right. Thank you so much again, Seane.
Thank you.
Always good to see you.
Thank you. You as well.